Good morning, campers. Welcome to episode 3 of my series, Is This Twin Flame or is this a karmic connection? Is this a karmic catalyst, right? So today we're going to be talking about intensity of the connection. Another point that indicates it's a twin flame journey, but it's a common misconception and a point of confusion for some people who are actually on a karmic journey, on a karmic connection, and they confuse it. So we're going to be talking about the intensity of the connection, and we're actually going to have 3 episodes that will link to intensity of the connection. Today specifically, we're going to be talking about that this person is constantly on your mind, is constantly in your energy. So let's remove the confusion, right? Because I've had a lot of feminines coming to me in session and thinking that they are in a twin flame connection, but in fact they were on a karmic connection, and saying that, I'm sure that this is it because I've read online. One of the things that I read online is that this connection is very intense. There's this intensity and you think about this person all the time. So let's remove confusion, because thinking about someone all the time, it doesn't mean that they are a twin flame. This is the difference between, that limerence, that obsession, and actually connecting to the other half of your soul. So let's start from removing the confusion. You can be in a connection with your karmic catalyst, karmic connection, false flame, false twin, karmic catalyst, however you want to call it, right? Some people, it's just a label, it doesn't matter. Someone that you think that it was destined and it's the other half of your soul, and one day or another it's happened because it's someone like no other, right? Because you're constantly thinking about this person, right? So some women think that, constantly thinking means that you will think about this person every day. In moments when you're feeling sad, you would want to be with this person to hold you. In a moment when you're feeling happy, you would want this person to celebrate with you. They're constantly on your mind, right? They're constantly on your mind, even every day. But it is not really what we mean on a true twin flame connection when we say that this person is constantly on your mind. So let me explain this to you, how it looks like on a twin flame connection. So when you are an activated twin, so you get activated to the twin flame journey, which means you have met your twin flame in the physical. You've seen each other, right? You get activated. This is the moment of activation when you see each other for the first time. You're activated to the journey. You start to think about this person all the time, but in a sense that the energy of this person stays with you. It doesn't go away. Because when you activate, there is a soul recognition, because your soul, even if it's deeply in a wounded ego, your soul recognizes the frequency of that other person, because your twin flame, remember, it's the only object in the universe that is of the same frequency as you. Exact same frequency. It's the other part of your soul, right? That your soul splits into feminine and masculine. For the purpose of this journey, we're not going to talk about this now because it would be a very long video, but this is why your soul recognizes this person. And it's like, damn, one of these things is not like the others. And it's not just the feeling of the ego, it's the recognition of a soul. So once your soul realized, your soul knew this, but once your soul could actually communicate this to the ego, look, there is the other half of us walking around in another human, okay? Because in reality, your soul always knows. Us true twinnies, from almost the day we can remember from childhood, there's something missing. There's something that we're seeking. It's one of the indications as well. But that moment of activation is when your soul can actually say to your ego, see, that's that thing that we were looking for. Exact same frequency. One of these things is not like the others, right? And because your soul found another and communicated this to your ego, this person now will stay in your energy permanently. permanently. So as an activated divine feminine on a journey, it's not that you wake up and you think about this person. It's not that you go to sleep and you think about this person. You can have a karmic connection that you wake up in the morning, you think about this person. You go to bed, you think about this person. Your twin is energetically with you 24/7. Every second, every breath you take, you breathe for two. And it's not the act of thinking, okay? It's deeper than that. They're there in a room. Energetically, their energetical imprint stays with you because your soul now connected to them. So you literally feel like they're in a room. You wake up in the middle of the night, and before you're you know that moment when you haven't opened your eyes and you like woke up, you think that they're in bed with you. You don't need the act of thinking. They're with you energetically. You go and take a shower, they're with you. You go and cook yourself a meal, they're with you. You go and talk to other people, you go for family meeting, they're with you. They're with you all the time. You can sense them. Again, it's going to be depending on your clairs and on your individual connection. Sometimes we can be smelling them, sensing them in a room, feeling them, seeing them. If your visions are activated, you just know that they're with you all the time. It's not just thinking about someone. They don't go away, which is particularly difficult for the masculines because masculines have to go through the journey of karmic connection. So they will be connecting to other women, right? Feminists, and we'll talk about this as well, usually, almost immediately embark on a journey of celibacy, but the masculines will be searching for replacement, connecting to karmic women. So imagine how hard it has to be when your feminine is with you in the room energetically as you do what you need to do or what you choose to do, right? She's with you and he's with you all the time. It's not that you're thinking about this person. Do you know this sensation when you are in a room, like in a store or whatever, like on a street, and suddenly you were walking on your own and suddenly you feel like someone is approaching, right? Before you even, it's like this part of your intuition, or maybe you're already on some level, you're sensing them. But before you turned around and saw them, it's like you feel that there's someone, right? We all had that feeling at one point. And then you turn around and there's no one sometimes, right? Sometimes there's someone, but sometimes there's no one. It's exactly that feeling. It's like they with you. There's no other way for me in with this human body to explain this to you. They're with you in a room 24/7. Again, every breath you take for two. Because they're extension of you. Our twin flame, for those of us who've been on a journey, are on a journey, is the other part of you. So the reason we heal is to really comprehend that they're extension of you. You no longer do things for yourself. You're one, right? You're one. The separation teaches us that, and teaches us to embody that energy, right? But there is no you and me. It's us. It's one. It's part of one, and energetically you cannot not think about them. So the separation serves the purpose to transmute pain and longing to just connection, attachment to connection, to understanding it's the other half of me, as if you were connecting to your higher self, right? I hope I'm explaining this good enough. But again, it's not just dreaming about this person. It's not just thinking about this person, wanting them to return, having passion and towards them. They are with you. Their energetic imprint, it doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. Years may go by. You may have not seen them, heard from them, or even seen their picture or heard their voice for years on end. It doesn't go away. If only it gets stronger. With a karmic connection, you're going to be thinking about this person, and then maybe you're going to have a period of time in your life when you're going to be focusing more about maybe your work, maybe even going to meet someone and start dating, and you're going to find yourself like maybe going through a day without thinking about this person. It's not possible with your counterpart. Every single split second of your life, they're with you. Even when you're not, again, engaging in the act of thinking, because thinking is a physical thing, your soul is always with them. They're always with you, right? So, yeah, it just doesn't go away from the moment of activation till the rest of your days. Even if you're in union, whether they're in a room or not, they're with you. They're always with you. Their energy. This is why we talk about telepathy being so strong with twins, because it's literally the other half of you. You have to learn to navigate that, but you have very strong energetic bond, and you're one frequency or one soul, so you're telepathically connected always. You feel the feelings. That's also one of the reasons that we have to go for separation and deep healing, because there's no way in this connection, not that you would want to once you're in a union, but to in any way not say something to this person, right? So say, oh, it's all good, it's all okay. Imagine you're in a relationship, sometimes you say to your partner, it's all good, it's all right, don't worry about it. You wouldn't be able to do this with your twin, because they know they're you. They are you, you are them. You cannot say that you're okay if you're not. They're going to know when you're sad. They're going to know when you're excited. They're going to know when you're upset. They're going to know what you want to eat for lunch, okay? You're telepathically connected. It's uncanny. And once you're in union and you start really, having their presence in your physical life as well, this is again why we need to learn to navigate at such a intense frequency. But you are literally like one. It's like having two bodies that you learn to operate. You have visions from their body, right? What they're seeing. The telepathy is incredibly strong, and the more you heal, the more you can be as a feminine. When the masculine starts to awaken and he starts to heal, I talk about this all the time. There's a moment you're a little bit disconnected from him to protect you, because you've been through your pain on your own. Now he has to go through his pain on his own. But once you're in union, it's one mind. It's one mind, right? So it's not just thinking every day about someone as you wake up and go to bed. This person is energetically with you in a room, as if they were physically with you in a room. You can feel them, you can sense them, their presence, and it does not go away. It does not go away. 10, 20, 30 years could go by. It will not go away. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, like and follow for more, and I'm going to be back with another episode tomorrow.